Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we complete our discussion on error analysis hypothesis that was originally proposed by Corder. Okay, so the topic of this video is on the steps of conducting error analysis whenever we carry out a study and adopt error analysis as the main theory to analyze learners' errors. We actually need to follow and employ some steps or procedures in order to conduct error analysis or to analyze the errors collected from the sample of the study. So in order to conduct error analysis, 5 steps need to be followed. The first step is data collection. The second one is identification of errors. The third one is actually description of errors. And the last step is explanation of errors. In data collection, simply implies specifying the sample of the study, designing the test for the study, and obtaining the data from the sample of the study. So it's actually a prior step to conducting the actual study or administering the test to the sample of the study. So the first step requires us to define our population and sampling, what sampling technique need to be implemented. Following that, we need to design the test. Okay, whether that test is requires the participants to sit and take the test, whether it's written test or oral test. Okay, if oral test like interview, and writing test could be essay writing or other types of tests. Okay, and after that I need to collect the data, okay, from the sample of the study, okay, and analyze getting the data corrected, and after that analyze the results or analyze the errors obtained from the sample of the study. Following collecting the data from the study, we start out with the second step, which is identification of error. At this stage, the researcher is needed to distinguish between error and mistake. So error analysis only addresses errors rather than mistakes. Okay, so that's why Corder distinguishes actually between two types of linguistic deviances. He called them linguistic deviances in order to distinguish between error and mistake. So error analysis only address and analyze errors, while mistakes should be overlooked or ignored and never taken into consideration whenever we conduct error analysis. So according to Rod Ellis, errors normally result from anything irrelevant to to lack of knowledge. So they can be attributable to factors such as slip of tongue, slip of memory, fatigue, and forgetting sometimes, and many other factors. Okay, but if it's related to lack of knowledge, then it's an error, but not a mistake. So errors can be addressed, analyzed according to analysis theory, while mistakes, because they do not result from ignorance of language rules or language knowledge, so that they are actually overlooked and not analyzed. we complete our discussion on error analysis in the next video, inshallah.